So I got a pretty cool package here. It's from YouTube. And this is going to be absolutely outstanding.
We are headed up to quarantine. We're doing a bunch of rechecks. It's right there. Is that the itchy spot? I'm not letting go, but I'm also not in control.
Here to surrender a dog I found that was basically just handed over without me even knowing what was going on.
This is the last auction rescue of the year, and it's like pulling teeth to get the team together. I don't know. They're all distracted by Christmas or something.
This mule has huge deformities and should get the last act of kindness as soon as possible.
We weren't ready. Come on.
Are you just exhausted?
This is certainly not normal horse behavior.
So this is Doc's kind of retirement from Horse Plus. We have a special thing we're gonna do for Doc.
So I got a pretty cool package here. It's from YouTube. And this is going to be absolutely outstanding. So let's see what it is here. So what we have is the silver play button for 100,000 subscribers. And we couldn't have done that without you subscribing. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, make sure that you see whenever we post a new video.
We are headed up to quarantine. We're doing a bunch of rechecks, possibly some dentals and Coggins and vaccines and antibiotics and a bunch of different things up there. Lameness exams. Yeah, whatever needs doing up there, we're doing it. It's really cold today. It's 26 degrees. Okay.
Breaking ice. We are catching all the draft horses, giving vaccine boosters, doing x-rays if they need it, and just some further evaluations on them. Okay, I'm gonna go get my best friend.
Who's your best friend?
Why? What if I just ride the horse off into the sunset? Not lame.
Oh, collision.
We caught 2 of the 5 horses that we need this morning. But the great news is, of these horses that are not letting us catch them, 2 of them were really, really weak. On auction intake, the black mare was having real difficulty and tripping, and she's actively running away from us. And then Brielle, the older draft mare, is the one that went down and had difficulty getting up. And she is also actively running away from us. So that's great. And everybody's sound. It's really nice to assess lameness when they're running around. Casey caught one.
Yeah, it seemed like it was like literally a rocking horse slope. Yeah. It was so smooth.
So what are we doing to catch this horse?
Food bribery. Thanks, David. This old, decrepit, 30-something-year-old draft horse is giving us a run for our money. She got some spunk. Oops. Come on, girlfriend, look. Here we go. Breakfast time. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That mare is nobody's fool. It just makes me sad, you know? People probably mean work to her.
Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Here you go, ladies.
Oh, I love chickens.
This is Maybelle. She's pretty perfect. She is the one that Faye and I, when we had to hop into a pen at the auction to save our lives from a running bull, not once but twice hopped into her pen, and she just cuddled with us until the coast was clear. She rode bareback with a halter with a little kid on her at the auction, and she's just super sweet. She is the boss mare in the herd, but with people, she's very sweet.
They're so big. I have like no power. She looks great. Her gut sounds are really good. I watch her out there trying to bite back here. I think she has an itch. I just want to make sure we don't have anything. On the back of her leg? Are you itchy? Oh, you guys, look at her face. Do you have pinworms? You got pinworms? You got an itchy butt? It's right there. Is that the itchy spot? Look how cute she is. Right there, I got it. Does that feel good? Yeah, she looks great. Let's do all the things, but I don't think she needs Exceed.
She will like push by other horses to follow you and like want to be loved on. And
She did not want to be caught just a second ago.
I caught her. She was the first one I caught.
Oh, she was the one?
She's the one I walked right out into the pasture and caught her.
Oh, honey.
She's real perfect. Here, look, I'll scratch her itchy spot.
Stop. This is so perfect. I need to scratch you.
Look at her leg.
Oh, in my mouth, she drooled in my mouth.
Ew, I was wondering why you were gagging.
Jenna's gonna need a second.
Here we go.
I still love you though.
She's like, no, you don't. You literally freaked out while I was getting scratches.
Okay, well, I didn't want to swap spit. This is Blondie that's coming in.
That little nub of a tooth, you don't even have one on this side. I do not think that this horse is actually 22. She's missing some teeth in the front, her incisors, and then also back here, her teeth are worn down, actually past the level of the gums. So her body condition score is pretty poor. It's gonna be pretty much impossible for her to put some weight back on. So I think probably the last act of kindness is the best thing. You're such a sweet girl, I'm sorry.
This is Ruby coming in. She's a sweet mare mule.
Here, Ellie.
She looks wonderful.
Oh, I love her so.
She's a little bit footsore. She's got really, really long feet.
Come here, love me. Love me. Come on, let's go. You get to go run around in the 10 acres. He's gonna come join you.
This is Jingles. And Jingles likes to jingle all the way away from you. She was real fun to bring up.
She's thinking about it. Why don't you try singing instead, Jenna? Maybe it would make her make a sound.
What about her back, Lydia?
Do you want to build a
She
snowman?
was reactive, but I don't think that it was pain related.
She put her ears back at my singing. Interesting. Do you want to build a... Okay, watch your ears every time I start singing.
I know, she loves it when you
No,
sing.
just watch. Do you want to build a snowman? She's like...
She says, what is happening?
Did that go in or did that go somewhere else? I don't.
It did? It didn't?
Just pull another one.
Yeah, let's just do that just to be safe.
Do you think she's buddy sour?
I'm not letting go, but I'm also not in control. Okay, don't get hurt.
Your friend is right there.
You're okay. You're okay. Easy.
It's okay.
I think that's all she wanted.
To be with her?
Yeah.
Still though, I feel like Owen is a lot stronger than me and he has satin gloves.
I don't know if you've ever seen Owen try to hold a donkey or mule that didn't want to be held, but he actually sucks at it. He's good at a lot of things. Holding on to mules isn't one of them.
Did you get the pictures you need?
No, because you guys were in front.
Okay, sorry.
Whoop.
I wasn't trying to be in the way, but I also did not have a lot of control.
I just love she's like, I'm not in control, but I'm hanging on. Okay.
You guys remember that we let you go, okay?
She says, sayonara. I'm out of here. So we just got done up here in quarantine, reevaluating all of our draft horses. We revaccinated them, and then Dr. Liddy was able to do some dental exams as well as some lameness exams. Overall, everyone is looking really good. We did have to give the last act of kindness for a couple of them. We had one that just had no more teeth left and unfortunately wasn't gaining weight even with soaked feed. So that one we did have to give the last act of kindness, but everyone else is looking really good and they are excited for their forever homes.
Here to surrender a dog I found. Technically, that was basically just handed over without me even knowing what was going on. I wanted the right thing for the puppy, and I financially and food-wise cannot take care of an animal. I don't have the responsibility for it. So I went here and just make sure that they can take care of the animal.
Oh, look at him.
Is it just one, or is it
Just one.
Okay.
The guy, I literally just got it. I literally just
Is
got
this one
her
that
today.
somebody just gave it to you and you walked away? Okay.
No, they just walked away.
Yeah, they just went to and walked away.
I'll take this one this weekend.
What about Blue?
Stinker needs a friend.
How's its teeth?
That's what I'm looking. You got teethers?
Stinkers needs a friend.
Yeah. My finger was the toy for the longest time.
You have some fleas. Nothing bad. Can I see where your tooth is? You got nice pink gums.
Say, let me bite him.
And the baby teeth.
Bite her, bite her.
Do you know any what
This
kind
one's-
they are?
What kind of dog? My dad had an idea of what she could be, as far as I'm aware, but I do not remember as much.
That's fine.
Huh?
What store were you in when you found her?
Dollar General. I was walking in and this a guy with a red truck he had a mask on. He just had a whole full, 3 cages of different dogs. Looked like it was the same litter. They were all same colored, same size. And he just came up and said, "Hey, can you hold the pup for a second?" I said, "Sure." And I'm like, and he just walks away. I'm like, "This is your dog," and he gets in the car and he drives off.
Huh. I would be.
Annabelle.
I don't know. I was looking. I was like, "Do I chase him down?"
Merry Christmas.
Annabelle.
So maybe this will be the last dog
that we get a call
comes in
about.
here.
I saw at least. There was no tarp over that cage, so as you're driving up, I saw at least 12.
Oh gosh.
So.
What if you're gonna take all 12 when they show up?
That's such a weird way to get rid
Why
of a
does
dog.
that never happen?
Well, it was
to
a
me?
tall. I know. It was a tall older gentleman, tall, slender, and he had a blue mask on. His face. She did her when she was in my hands. Her eyes were shut, everything. And she just opened her eyes, and then here I am. She just started wagging her tail. I'm like, oh no, now I want to keep her. But when I got home, my parents were like, nope.
That's it.
Yeah, because I don't know if we have anything.
Angela, I'm
There's a
fostering.
puppy.
I'm fostering it.
Oh my goodness! Oh, he's so cute.
So I can go
you
home
tell
and-
that we're animal people.
Oh, I love it because I was honestly out of the back of my mind. I was like, I'm gonna have to take her back and suffer through it and not be able to pay the bills if I know these people aren't animal people. Like, we're just immediate put them in the cage. I'm like, nope. No, I am not. I'm an animal lover. Cause I don't like seeing dogs mistreated. That's why I'm here.
In my house, I am.
Probably full of dogs, animals.
No, cats, horses.
We're working on the
Variety.
She has a variety. Well, thank you for bringing her.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you guys for, doing the right thing.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cause I was like, I'm about to start crying if this dog howls again. I'm like, I'm just gonna turn this thing around and come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was sad, honestly. The longer I was holding her, and the more she was snuggling up on me, I'm like, I just want to drive back. But at the end of the day, I gotta do the right thing for the puppy, even though it might break my heart. It's for the puppy. I was sad, but I was also happy that knowing that they're gonna take care of her.
Tonight we're going to the last auction of the year. We will be going again in January, at the end of January. But I think we're gonna get about 23 horses. Yeah, 23, that sounds like a good number.
Well, since this is the last auction of the year, I'm going to guess we're gonna rescue 25 horses.
How many horses do I think we'll get tonight? I believe we're gonna get 16.
I think we will get 22.
Perfect. It's always fun hooking up for auction because we know when we come back we're going to have horses in here that were saved from slaughter. So that always makes it an awesome day. Well, I got to go find everybody else that's riding with me because we've got to get on the road. It's 2.5 hours there and the auction is starting whether we're there or not. So 7 o'clock the tack starts selling and the horses are right after that. So got to go find everyone.
Jason is coming inside. He said he was going to go find everyone, but he's heading back to the truck again. This is going to be a little bit different. We're heading over the auction. Big Red and our other trailer are going to come over in the morning. So we're doing it just a little bit differently this time, but and everyone else, I don't know. I'm ready. It's time to go to the auction. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I am.
Good, good.
Mostly, yes. Yes. I actually haven't been to a whole auction in like more than a year, so this is exciting.
Very nice.
Very excited. I'm just gonna move these.
We are ready to go. Let's go. This is the last auction rescue of the year, and it's like pulling teeth to get the team together. I don't know. They're all distracted by Christmas or something. I think we're gonna go get in the truck and we're gonna be ready to go. They all need to figure it out. Come on, Rebecca, we're waiting.
Just for me.
Where's the guys?
It's a girls' trip. I'll go get them.
Oh my gosh, that's why you're going.
One of those days. I think we're ready. Finally.
Wait, I thought you were going with me. What? No. Bye, John.
I think we're wrapped up for tonight. So far we've rescued 15 horses. Jason is still in there checking to see if we can rescue any more. But during the holiday season, donations are pretty down, so we rescued as many as we could, and maybe we'll get a couple more. But we're about to go medicate a couple. I think we got, 2 draft horses we got to medicate?
Yeah.
Try to shiver through it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm dying. But we have one with missing eye, I think. So we'll check that one out, see what's going on with that. And then one with a pretty bad fetlock that's folded over. So we're going to see if he's able to walk or not and go from there. This mule has huge deformities and should get the last act of kindness as soon as possible because it is not humane to make this thing walk. So we're just gonna give him a bunch of pain meds right now. Bute is better for osteopain, so that's what we're gonna give him. Just until we can figure out a safe game plan for him. These guys are getting Banamine, which is a pretty strong IV pain med.
This is a Belgian giraffe that we just got in the auction. It had an injury to its eye. It looked like it got completely ripped out. We'll know more about its quality of life when the vet assesses it tomorrow, but it looks like it is in a lot of pain, that's for sure.
Easy. So we just got done medicating the most critical ones, just to keep them comfortable for tonight, and then that way tomorrow, when there's a lot of these horses gone and it's a lot calmer, we'll be able to assess them better.
My big heavy jacket, so hopefully I will stay warm. John is back there filming for the weekly episode, and Kimberly's regretting not having snow pants.
Yeah, I forgot them in my car.
Also,
but yes.
I'm driving.
At least I have leggings under my jeans.
I'm really sorry we weren't able to post up more updates last night. I've got two phones today because Keith is usually here and I use his phone when I'm taking photos of the horses, but he is not here today. He is actually working on the vet staff housing because she's coming in next week to start moving here to Tennessee, which we're super excited about. But yeah, it's just super cold.
I know.
Rebecca has a beard.
It's for the winter.
Just to keep her face warm.
I just need it a little bit over your chin.
There you go.
This mule is basically a three-legged mule. Its back leg is really, really messed up. The auction has already given us some pretty heavy stipulations.
Well, you risk him going down the trailer and getting stomped on.
But if we can haul him by himself.
Put him in the front by himself.
I mean, I hate it.
Yeah, I think the most humane
hate
thing
it all.
is to do it.
Well, I mean, the most humane thing for most of these horses that need the last act kindness is to put them down here.
Yeah.
That has been that most likely it's a tendon. It's very uncomfortable, but it's not like a broken leg. Next month we have a vet here, and it'll be a lot better.
Everyone else can make it.
Yeah.
Hey, Tani,
hey,
how are you?
Sorry, I know you're really busy, but
no problem.
This mule, it looks like his tendon has, I mean, cut or ripped up or something internally.
Chronic pain also is different from acute pain. So,
yeah,
send me the video, Tani. I'm supportive of whatever works best for you guys.
Well, I mean, ideally we put it down for him. We put him down now, but logistically, it doesn't. It's complicated.
By next auction, you'll have a vet with you. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
But if we give him lots of pain meds and we load him by himself, you know, ideally he was never here in the first place.
Yeah.
But
none of this is an ideal. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
send me the video.
I'll send it to you, and then
I'll either call you right back or I'll text you. Right
back. And then you can make the call from there, and we'll do whatever you think best.
Even the animals seem to be a little bit cold this morning. Like, they're not moving as fast as they normally do, and I think everybady's just hoping it gets warm soon, but it's not going to.
Yeah, it's very cold, and I'm very thankful to the donor who sent me this hat. I think it was like a year or two ago, because I'm still using it. Like, it has this nice little covering for my mouth so I don't breathe the cold air, and yeah, we're doing good. Yeah. We just need to get them all loaded up so we can get them back.
Now, in a couple days, it's going to be 1 degree or maybe
12.
-1.
That's terrible. Jenna's not feeling good at all today. and she got sick last night at the auction. She's still sick this morning, so it's not a good situation. But Keith is doing a very important job. He is getting the staff housing ready for the veterinarian that's coming full time. And there's so many frustrating situations we run into, like with the mule, and it'll be so great to have a veterinarian on site to help us with these animals as soon as we get them. So hopefully there's a lot of great changes next year.
And the horse that kicked at me last night was perfectly sweet and gentle. It wasn't kicking at me, it was kicking at the horse that I was actually moving behind it. So
when horses show aggression at the auction, we're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt because they have been through craziness. And looks like we need to push these guys down now.
So mini donk?
I think so.
Oh, goodness. Hi, buddy.
Giddy up, giddy up. Did that actually work?
Yep. 12.98.
So after their last big auction rescue, we talked to somebody who's been Amish, and he's like, we always spoke English to the horses. And I said, what do you say to make them move? And he's like, we say giddy up. That's not really what most horse people would say. That's more like a little kid giddy up thing. But we just tried it on that draft horse and it worked. So apparently Amish draft horses understand giddy up.
This is Cincho. This is actually one of our sponsors. We give this to the horses when we're on our way back from auction, at least to the ones that we can, and it kind of helps them relax a little bit. I think it just has like melatonin. Yeah, it's pretty much just melatonin that's in here.
Now I want Corey. You trade for Corey. Gotcha.
Here you go.
He could have EPM. EPM, basically possums urinate on grass or hay. The horses can eat it and it can cause them to go neurologic. Like that, it could be that. He has shoes on. He has, it seems like it's weird that he would be this neurological with his shoes and everything. So I don't know, we'll see what our vet says.
So it's not trying to do that with its back leg. It's a condition where they can actually help but jerk their leg up like that. And
so he actually has a scar where the tendon probably got messed up. So it probably wasn't a string halt from eating something or just some weird way they get string halt. His string halt was probably from an injury, but it might not be. And we have done surgeries on string halt before and it's come back worse.
Oh, you will be. I'm gonna bring Torch around.
uh-oh, look at the little donkey. The little donkey's escaping.
Uh-oh.
Bye, little donkey.
No, leave, don't leave.
Little donkey's
Oh my
running.
goodness, I thought that was closed.
Understand.
Okay, well, we can't go anywhere over there.
Yeah, little donkey ran.
Why is he so chunky? No, don't run away from me, come back. I love it. And suddenly I feel better. Why is it so chunky?
We're ready for him, Corey. DSLD for the notes in the back is pretty bad. And that's pretty advanced DSLD looking. It looks like it. We can't change the lives of horses without people just like yourself stepping forward and saying, I want to support saving a horse out of the slaughter pipeline. I want to support helping a horse. And because of you, we're able to save so many horses. So thank you so much. Every donation helps and it all adds up to do great things for horses. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. A blind horse is just as good as any other horse. They can go trail riding. They can live an amazing life. It just takes the right people to find them and adopt them and give them a safe place. Now there are some times we get blind horses and they're not adjusted well. to being blind, and they're actually a danger to themselves because they're going to be crashing the fences and hurting themselves. We have to evaluate each blind horse to determine what's best for that one. But there's so many blind horses that can live amazing lives. But we had another one here who is also blind, and she almost kicked Jason last night because they are scared. They're trying to protect themselves. It could be the vision, and then other side.
Oh yeah, about 3.
It, at some point, had trauma to its left eye or ruptured it, but it may need an enucleation like Clarence did.
So I think this horse has been to a vet before because it's vet shaved necks for IV catheters and stuff. No, it's grown out. It's not fresh. It's not fresh. It's grown out. So he might have been getting treatment, and then they decided they couldn't do it and sent him to an auction. We didn't realize this horse was blind, and it's with its friend, and now it's super scared because it's not with its friend. It's okay. So we're gonna go get the friend and bring it back. Easy, easy baby. You're okay, you're okay. You're okay, easy baby. So this horse is just living in fear if it doesn't have its friend with it. Here's your friend, here's your friend. There you go, easy, easy, easy baby. That's a great example of a blind horse who is scared in a dark world. So we took the friend away, immediately started panicking. Most likely that horse did not come here with that other horse. It was just through the auction. It became a buddy and was trying to be the seeing eye for that little horse. But she's super, super scared without her companion. But then the other horse that was blind earlier is like, okay, where do you want me to go? So they relate to every encounter and situation in life just like humans. Some think, yay, that was fun, and others think that was terrorizing, and the other one's like, I don't know. And horses are the same way. There's a mule that we got who's got some severe tendon issues, and we're not gonna bring him up here because we don't want him to walk more than he needs to. But good news is lots of pain meds, and vet does think that it'll be okay for him to travel. It would be so great to have a vet here, and maybe next auction intake there will be.
We're done with the assessment, I'm done with the live feed, and now it's time to get the horses loaded up and headed back to the shelter. We're going to be putting the mule up front with the twisted over back leg and hoof, and he's going to be riding by himself. He's going to just be as comfortable as we can make him for the trip back to the shelter.
We got this mule last night at the auction before the auction started, and it's got a pretty messed up fetlock in the rear. It looks like there was possibly some tendon damage in the past. We do have it up by itself right now, so it doesn't have to ride with our horse and risk the potential of falling and getting stepped on.
We do have vet clearance to transport him. He's on pain medicine and by himself. So in an ideal world, he wouldn't have been here, but he is here, and we have to get him to where our vet is today. So yeah, just do the best we can. Ended up pulling this horse out from that pen because she's still pretty protective of the blind horse, but the blind horse is getting along just fine with the other horses, and she's not scared. So we're going to see if we can put this horse in another pen to get along with other horses where they won't feel so, like, she shouldn't feel like she has to protect him. And you can see in there the blind horse is calm and happy. I'm just watching the blind horse. It has realized that its friend is not in there anymore, and it looks like it's making friends with new horses. So we try to keep stress as low as possible, but we can't have a horse kicking other horses either. So hopefully this arrangement will work well.
Look, we brought our own cow dog to load.
Oh.
Load up, come on. Up, up, up. Yep. And that's how Tommy loads horses. We weren't ready. Come on. Oh, that was so much easier than it could have been. Shoo. Somebody let them out before we were ready to load them. And thankfully, the donkey was a good little donkey and put himself back. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. That's everybody. Yay. We don't typically haul little critters with full-size horses, but they have a whole section all to themselves. And it's doing really well. They get along, so they should be fine traveling together. But typically we'd have one compartment with all little ones, but we only got one little one this time. But they seem like they're doing good. We got them all loaded up, and now it's about a 2.5 hour drive back to the shelter. Everything went pretty smoothly other than Jenna's been really sick. She got really sick last night at the auction. She's still sick. So really worried about Jenna, but glad we got all the animals ready to head back to the shelter.
So when I got here this morning, the Mustangs, there was actually an entire pasture that was open, and then the majority of them were Mustangs, and they were just chilling in the front yard up there at the house. And we were able to run them into one of the pastures up in quarantine, but we need to bring them back down so that they can get fed this morning. And we have auction tonight, so we have more horses coming in, so we need to free up auction as best as we can. And it's already gonna be one of those days, it seems like, because it's 20 degrees and it's, you know, loose horses. And something fun always happens like this on auction, so we'll see what the day has in store for us. Oh, dang it, I still have my slip-ons. Oh well. Okay. No, it's okay. These are muck slip-ons. But I just gotta keep them on.
Hi! We had a great start of the morning when all your well, except Sailor. So most of your horse handlers and like Corey and Keith and different people aren't here. And so Casey and I are chasing horses around, and now we got Sailor to help us, which is great. And we're gonna go get them back where they belong.
Got the dream team.
Let me poke your eye out with a brush. Oh, don't worry, I'm watching my eyes.
Wow, it must be so hard being loose all night.
Very easy, I love it. Actually, a lot easier than I thought it would. They're all up there now? No, I just gotta get them that way. Good job, guys. Good job.
It's like record time.
Yes. Good job. Yeah. Whew. I was expecting to be running around the pasture for like 20 minutes because they wouldn't go through them.
I think they were tired.
I like to think I have a talent, but let's not test the theory.
Doc can put his stuff like on this side of the table, and then we have all of our stuff on that side of the table. Oh, that's lube. Kick it. What do you mean kick it? Like break it. It's not going to break. My foot will break before I...
Can I grab it? I don't know.
It's pretty heavy.
Oh, sorry, I am... Okay, here we go. Ready?
That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's how you break a foot when you're...
Yeah, let's like kick it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, boy.
Slip on.
Did you like I was in the line of fire and cold water? Hey guys, my boots got
Hey
wet.
Sailor, that's ice.
Yeah, I realized.
Those need to be rinsed out. The stalls need to be rinsed out. The stall water buckets. Look at them all just staring at us. Do you hear anything?
I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure if it was my stomach growling or the water hose.
So we are up in quarantine waiting on our first trailer to arrive. We've been up here kind of just getting everything ready. Water buckets are all freshened. Troughs in all the pastures are being freshened as well. We got everything unloaded and now we are just waiting for their arrival.
What's up?
What's up? Made it.
Oh, you sad baby. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Down. So we got this mule last night at auction. It's very sweet. It does have a messed up fetlock though, so we're gonna bring it in and get the vet to check it out.
Oh my gosh. That poor thing.
All 4 feet are overgrown. His front feet, it's hard to founder a mule, but he's a little club-footed. And it looks like his right rear fetlock is fused. He's damaged it some. And because of that, they didn't trim his other one, so his left foot is overgrown. You lose a joint, you're in trouble. We've decided probably that the last act of kindness is the best thing we can do for him. We can stop the suffering anyway.
So Jenna said that it looks like he may have had a previous enucleation and it went wrong, but she said that it looks a lot better than we thought. So we could keep him comfortable and look at him.
Oh yeah, that was not a surgical eye removal.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they didn't do the aftercare maybe, or some backwoods, something happened. You said about 18?
I think that eye is operable.
Should we wait to intake him until we do our procedure, or what do you want to do now?
I would at least deworm him and give him strangles.
Okay.
But I don't see any reason why that eye would not be fixable surgically. I think just like we did with the last horse, I think we could do a standing enucleation procedure.
Okay.
But I do think that he's stable. If we put him on antibiotics and some pain meds, I think he's okay to wait to have that rescheduled.
Okay. He's handsome.
I think this might be the biggest horse I've ever seen. Do you think I could jump on him?
I think you could. I don't think I could.
He's too big to fit on the scale. Stand the horse with front feet square, place tape around the horse's heart girth, Pull tape tight. He does, yeah.
Yeah, not gonna
you see
reach.
my fingers over here? Not even close?
About 4-inch gap.
Oh my goodness. About just over 1,700 pounds. Size of a juvenile elephant, sir. That is a massive horse. I mean, I thought that other
That wasn't that good, was
draft
it?
No.
that we did was big.
So this horse, when they got back, they said that was a little bit wild. So we're just gonna go ahead and stick it in the squeeze chute to safely intake. Hi. Hey, you. Hey. Are you just exhausted? Hey. So we just put this horse in the squeeze, and she or he we're not sure what it is at this point, but having difficulty getting up. So we're trying to get her up. Come on. There we go. Good girl.
This is certainly not normal horse behavior.
When they came off the trailer, she has been moving just fine out there, so this is weird. She may just be really tired. Some of them are just exhausted.
Let me see if I can see how old she is.
Girl, are you just exhausted? Easy.
She should be able.
You don't think that leg back there is...
I mean, unless she fractured
She feels like she's restrained.
I think that's the only way to get her out is to open this gate, open the door gate, and pull her.
Does
pull her
this
head back
open
this
fully,
way.
and then we can open this and close it over there?
We can do that.
That's what we're gonna do.
I kind of like that idea.
Let's pull her head this way. You shut that gate over there.
Even if she can just roll over. Do you want to stick her in a stall and see if, give her a minute?
Yeah.
Did you hurt your leg, baby?
Okay, we're weight bearing.
Don't kick it, don't kick it. Well, she's walking on it more.
Significant improvement over time, though, in lameness.
I think so too. She's starting to put a little more weight down each time. I don't want to say we're out of like the woods, but she was just stuck for a little period of time. So we're hoping that it wasn't anything serious. She looks like she's starting to bear a little bit more weight. So we're gonna put her to the side and let her rest for a minute, and then we'll come back to her and see what we're working with.
Easy, bud. Easy.
Easy, friend. Big step. Big step. There you go.
We just got back from the auction. We're actually like late on the game here because everyone else got here before us, which is awesome that animals are already getting treated. And yeah, so we're here, we're back.
This beautiful gelding has evidence of a pretty severe injury on his back left leg. And sometimes scars can cause a condition called hyperesthesia or string halt. There can be a nerve injury or a soft tissue injury. Sometimes the nerve signal is kind of exaggerated, or sometimes the tendon or ligament that runs in that area kind of gets caught because of the scar. We haven't determined the cause in this case, and we're gonna take an x-ray to see if we can find out more about that injury. Notably, even though this horse looks really abnormal and lame, he's not painful. His heart rate is normal. He's only about 12 years old and he's in a really good body condition. He's been really calm and great for us. So we're gonna see if we can learn more, but sometimes physical therapy or acupuncture, laser therapy, some of those modalities can improve these horses, and then sometimes they're surgically correctable. Those surgeries are really complex and require a boarded surgeon, so that's probably not something we would do here at Horse Plus, but he's young and he's not painful, so we're gonna give him a shot and we're gonna do some diagnostics to learn more. I wanna take an x-ray from here to here. So there's a little bit of a fracture line there and like a lot of periosteal reaction over here, but so this leg was broken, but structurally he's got a bony column. He's fully weight bearing.
Hey, he's healed stronger than it was maybe.
So it's the extensor tendons. So it would be basically all of the extensor tendons are probably affected right here.
Have pressure put on him,
Yeah. He is not a needle phobe, but he has a fat neck and I used a 1-inch needle and could barely reach his vein. P.S.
That's why they make 1.5.
That's right.
He got the vaccines.
All 3?
Yes.
Okay.
We were very nice and kind to you to sedate you before we poke on you.
Yeah, that helped out everybody.
Yeah. He is now microchipped.
Other than his leg, which was fractured but not completely, and his healed, the fracture is healed, he looks great.
You need a light over there?
No.
This one is pretty well adjusted. Like she was very good at the auction. She was, she did whatever we asked her to do.
Easy. Oh, she's got really significant back pain. See that? Yeah, we've got really, really significant pain on palpation of her withers. Okay. Yeah.
Where are we leaning, ladies?
Doc, look how bad her back is.
With that amount of pain, like she's super uncomfortable. And that's really sad because she is such a sweet horse. We spent some good time together, huh? Short but sweet. I was hoping it was just blindness, but she's got a lot of pain. There's like an old injury in her neck and a lot of pain through her neck and her back. Like she tensed all up. It was really sad to see. So we are gonna have to give her the last act of kindness to relieve that pain, and her being blind is really, really hard too. So you can see the difference there with Dr. Lydia pushing and testing this horse's back versus the blind horse.
But see, like afterwards, she's not showing any reaction.
Like she's not tensing up in pain. The blind one was just, I mean, like I was on the other side of the panel. She was just tensing up. It was really sad. She was in a lot of pain. We're just thankful that she came here and we could do the best we could for her.
I think we could get this in a radiograph, but it feels like major overuse of this muscle.
If she's been blind ever since she was a baby, she could have had her head tilted that way all her life.
Is she fully blind? Hard to say.
She is not.
You can see.
Because I will say, whenever I opened up the door, she walked right in like
She's
she
not.
saw it.
Why can't I ever get the right phone?
You're doing great. Do we know if she is?
Thanks, Sailor. Yeah, let's take some radiographs. I think we can do them in the chute. Doc, this horse has cervical atrophy on the right, overuse on the left. So I'm gonna radiograph. She's not vision impaired. She's just holding her neck oddly, so we're gonna take a radiograph. Is she neurologic or lame at all?
I didn't notice it.
Okay.
Yeah.
She followed the other horse in.
Because wobblers, I know, sometimes have a weird...
What happened? What did you do?
It worked.
I took a perfect x-ray, so what happened? Sorry, that was a little snarky.
That was true though.
Look how cool the ethmoid cavity is. I think that the joint that I need to assess is just a little bit further cranial.
Okay.
This is a little bit further down. Oh. Hang it all.
Hey, look at that, you got it.
Hey. I'm just trying to evaluate for possible wobblers, but I don't see a characteristic lesion. That was movement. These bony edges all look normal. That's her ear. Look how cute her ear is right there. These are ethmoid cavities. So that looks pretty normal joint-wise. We do have a lot of movement, so. If there are any radiologists who look at this and they go, that's not diagnostic, we know there's a little bit of movement. But as far as like prognosis goes, I think.
To make a decision today.
I don't think there's anything that needs to be based on the radiograph. I think behavioral.
Wow, look at that image.
Analysis-wise, she's been great.
That's amazing.
We just took a look at this young mare. She's only 3 years old. We thought maybe that she had some vision impairment. She kind of holds her head a little bit funny. A lot of horses that can't quite see will turn their head, but we found that she's got some overuse of muscles on the left side of her neck and kind of underuse of muscles on the right side. So that could have been from an injury or something else. We took some x-rays. I'm gonna move you because you're, we took some x-rays of the bones in her neck. There's a condition called wobblers where there's an extra too much space between some of the vertebrae in that upper part of the neck, and we didn't see indications that that was affecting her. So hopefully with some chiropractic adjustment and some physical therapy, we can get that neck mobilized better. But she's young and she was really well behaved for us. This is the mare that tried to kick Jason at the auction, but she wasn't aiming for Jason. She was aiming for another horse.
So I dressed very, very warm today, layers upon layers upon layers. So I'm still doing very well heat-wise, and it warmed up because we have a storm coming in and it's gonna get super, super cold. But Dr. Lydia is always freezing, so I lent her my heated vest and she is quite happy. So as soon as she's done with that, we'll ask her how she likes the heated vest. So how do you like the heated vest?
Okay, we are gonna go.
I'm turning 40 this year and I feel like I should have discovered self-heated clothing way before now. Like my mind is a little bit blown by how amazing this is. I'm not cold at all. Normally I'm like, yeah. Thanks, Tawny. I'm actually wearing Tawny's sweatshirt also. So, like a responsible adult. This poor horse is very neurologic, so he's got a lot of difficulty maintaining his balance. Yeah. He just can't tell where those hind legs are, and he's having real difficulty staying on his feet. Some people are crazy and will ride things. So this can be sometimes related to an injury of the spine or the pelvis. Because both of the hind legs are affected, this poor horse has probably had a really rough time of things.
On the way back from the auction, I got a notification, and it was from the Love of the Hoof, which is the organization we're mentoring in Arizona, and you'll actually get to watch them in season 3 of Horse Rescue Heroes. It's really amazing. But on the way back from the auction, they reached out and said that they saw that we were at the auction and we were fundraising, and they got on their social media pages and they were fundraising for us, and they sent us a $150 donation. It's so sweet and really incredible because it's, you know, we've been working with them on fundraising skills, and they're like, we got this. We're going to fundraise with you guys and for you guys, and we're gonna send you a donation to help with this auction rescue. So that's never happened with any of the other organizations that we've mentored, and it was just really, really sweet of them to see the need and step forward and help with this auction rescue.
Do you mind, Owen, just like walking her down there and then walking her back up? She's got some back pain. I don't know if I can. Okay, do you want to just stop right there? She's completely blind on the left. I know. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, it's right here. She's still showing some discomfort, but she's improving a lot. Her reactivity to palpation has declined a lot. I almost wonder if she had like a too heavy of a rider. See how she's moving her whole back now? I think that with some rest and some continued therapy, she'll do a lot better. She's got a huge knot right there. You're a very good girl. I know all the things.
We were able to rescue this horse because on Facebook, we were doing a goal of raising 100,000 stars, which each star is a penny, to rescue another horse. So for all our Facebook fans who sent stars in December, you helped rescue this horse.
This mare is one of the sweetest mares ever. We think she's about 28. Her teeth are worn down basically to the gum line on both sides. So her body condition score is about a 1.5 or 2 out of 9. She's pretty emaciated, and it's probably because she's not able to chew her food. She also has some really significant pain in both her front feet, and her hooves are kind of misshapen. So we're gonna take an x-ray to see if her pain is related to founder or not. Safety?
Makes sense.
Ugh. Does she have a gas tract all the way up to the pastern? Look at that. I always forget that this thing isn't smart. So we've got bony activation and evidence of kind of chronic founder with some rotation, but we also have a gas tract going all the way in here. So gas is black, so this is air, and you can see that gas tract goes all the way in right to the level of this joint. So that crack is right at the coronet band, and probably there was an abscess that ruptured out there, but our chances of having infection reach this joint are pretty high. She has a lot of things that are affecting her, and she's really painful. She's had some IV pain medication, and she's very stoic, but she's probably been suffering for a long time. This little filly has a severely swollen stifle joint back here. She's fully blind and really bonded to that horse right there, but you can see the drainage right here. So it looks like she has a puncture wound very close to this joint. And then there's a condition called pitting edema that basically feels like a memory foam mattress. When you press your finger into it, it kind of retains that shape. So she has pitting edema present from about here, extending way down this leg. And you can see how swollen and abnormal that tissue is right there. So she's got a pretty severe infection in this leg. She also has a really bad abnormal knee up here. Let's see if I can, it's that knee, but maybe I can.
The farther one?
Yeah, I'm gonna feel this one first. Good girl. I wonder if she's like fallen a lot. You know, she can't see.
Well, she freaks out when she's not with this horse. Yeah. We just took the auction tag off, and there's just another one underneath. So she's been bouncing around through auctions with injuries and being blind. It's just really sad. So we've evaluated each of these horses. They both have severe medical problems. The blind one cannot be away from this other horse, so we're actually going to sedate both of them together. So once they're sedated, we can separate them without having that anxiety of separation. So this is a really hard case. At the auction, I tried my best to keep them happy and even here, but letting them go together is going to be the kindest thing we can do for both of them. There was 2 horses that we got from the auction, and I was super concerned about them all day. One was blind, its friend, they had to be together. And we worked really hard at the auction to get them where they could ride together. And I was really worried about them all day because I know what outcomes can be, but I knew they were safe. And then once we got them here and you started looking at them, it just started unraveling, it felt like.
This was the front leg, the carpal joint. And if you see, here's the growth plate. That's where your growth from longbows come from, the epiphysis. See how rough that is, how rough it is over here, and how you're supposed to have one line. Like, that may not be a growth plate there, but see how clean that line is, how rough that is. We've got a growth plate injury on the front leg, and that's going to cause it either to bow or be shorter than the other leg.
And then on the back, that's where it really got devastating.
This is her tibia, and that's sort of where the crest is, the front part of the tibia. I don't know whether it's gotten avulsed, pulled off, but she's cracked that. And we think she got excited doing a lot of things and just banged herself up.
When she was separated from a horse, she would freak out. She lived in fear and darkness when another horse was away from her. Her world ended it, and it was just scary for her. And so she probably got these injuries, just freaked out, scared.
This is where the abscess was, wasn't it? And so there was pus draining out from the upper part, the thigh part of the leg above this, and it maybe was fixing to dissolve that part of the bone. I don't know, but it was not pretty. It was not good.
And it's just super, super sad. And then its friend.
This is also a carpal joint. This is one of the worst knee radiographs I've seen. So normally these bones end about here, and you can see all of that really severe bony proliferation on both sides. So this looks like almost a crush injury to this joint, and we had fractures that activated periosteum, which is the cells on the edge of the bones, and they tried really hard to bridge this. So sometimes if you have a really bad fracture, bone can make a bridge and kind of stabilize things. It takes a long time for bone to remodel like that. So this poor horse had,
Suffered for a long
what do you think, Doc? At least a year?
Yes.
For that much, maybe longer. And this horse was so stoic. I didn't notice anything was wrong with this horse initially because it was being really brave for its friend.
And at the auction, she was keeping the other horses away from the blind one.
Yeah,
Like,
she was protecting.
She was trying to protect her friend. And, you know, the kindest thing we could do was to let them go together. So sedating them together, and they never knew that they were separated. Is the best we could do. But just one of those heartbreaking situations.
Yeah, both relatively young horses. Yeah. The filly was only about a year old, and her friend was an adult, but not that old. So really sad.
But I'm glad we were able to rescue them. So thank you for your support that allowed us to give mercy to these horses.
For the past few years, Plus Humane Society has assisted the Jonesy Toy Ride and the Lewis County Elks to help distribute toys throughout the county. Last year we did over 230 kids in our county that needed Christmas. Our wonderful supporters who have donated some toys, and I'm gonna pack them up and drop them off at the lodge tonight for the families to come out and do a little Christmas shopping for their kids. Thank you for everyone who's donated toys to help the kids here in Lewis County have a nice Christmas.
So this is Doc's kind of retirement from Horse Plus. He's still working at these other places, but we have a vet starting full time, and we have a special thing we're gonna do for Doc. Lydia, there was
Is it yours, Corey, now?
Teenage kid coming out of some store.
But I'm going to hold on to it until I leave today.
Is this for me? Yeah. Okay, we ready? What's the puppy's name? Okay. All right, here he comes. Okay,
So are we saying happy birthday or what are we doing?
have him come in.
Okay, Doc.
What?
Come on in.
Okay,
Oh, come on. Come on.
What is this? I may keep this. Is it a boy dog? If my other dog would, don't eat him. Well, thank you.
We know that you shouldn't give a because you have enough animals, but we just thought we couldn't resist not doing that. For almost a decade, Doc has been here almost at least once a week.
At least once a week.
And we have been so honored to have all of his expertise here, but as the organization has grown, and at some point you got to retire, and we are hiring a full-time vet in a few days in January. So we wanted to do a nice little thing for Doc. We still want Doc to come around, so I want to officially...
I don't think you can stop me. Y'all aren't locking those gates good enough to keep me out, and I think I can go around them. But
if you ever would like to join our board of directors, if you ever get bored and want to join a board, we give you an invitation.
I have to take it to my board of directors.
Okay, you take it to your board of directors. But we had a little thing here for you in a gold box. It's not alive, don't worry.
Oh no, the glitter's getting everywhere and people are going to be...
You'll go home all glittery.
Oh, wait, have we got a mug? Oh, very good. Oh, yes. I do consume too much caffeine. Thank you very much.
So it's veterinarian nutritional facts, hardworking, 1,000%. There's just a whole different list of things that are just off the charts.
It's just off the chart. The caffeine number's a little low. It's just 110%.
Yeah.
But other than that, thank you.
Yes, and we have a little card for you from us. Okay, there we go.
Well, thank you.
Got lots of stuff you can read later.
Yeah, probably should. I think somebody got the 20 out of here, though.
And then we have... And then we have one more for you.
It's not a puppy either.
No, it's not alive.
Thank you.
Aww. We love having you here. Feel free to come in anytime. So we're so honored to have such amazing professionals come help this organization be such an amazing place, and Doc has been there really from the beginning. That first time we came to Tennessee and we hit the ground running with that seizure, and we jumped in and we've been helping animals together ever since. So
it has been a fun ride.
Yeah,
I could not have had a better career for me. It's a life. It's not a career, it's a life.
Yes, wow. A retirement from Horse Plus, but you're always welcome to come hang out with us.
Okay.
And we got lots of pizza here because,
Okay.
pizza is good. What about the bread? Oh, yes. I almost forgot, sorry. One more. There is one more for you, Doc. There we go. This is from one of our one of your fans out there.
No.
And I had no idea what this is, so I had not previewed.
So we'll know together. Maybe maybe somebody should have previewed this. Oh, that's crazy.
Check that out.
Oh my god. That is awesome.
The horse has more teeth than I do. Which is... That's pretty nice, pretty different.
It's a green horse. Its gums are green too. Check that out. But you're green too. Is there a medical name for that horse?
We'll have to ask Dr. Young about that one. He's got nice ears.
Well, we've greatly enjoyed having you here, and we'll miss the all the time, but
and the wit and witticism.
Yes, and all your stories and.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, well, let's dig in and have some
pizza. Let's eat some pizza.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Taking off the olives. It's disgusting.
How dare you?
Disgusting. Don't like olives. I like pineapple on my pizza though.
You're cursed. You're cursed by the Italians.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year! Woo!